In the next couple of minutes. Casey Stiegel outside the courthouse. He has a look at what lies ahead for this very troubled 24-year-old star. Casey?
Yeah, John, I'm glad you point out the look on her face, because that's exactly what was going through my mind watching that courtroom feed. She was really staring at that judge. This judge, some have said, is trying to send a message to Hollywood that these young actresses, Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, that they just can't run around and they're not exempt from the law. So, some people have said that this is a harsh sentence, 90 days, but then others have said that really she's quite lucky, that it could have been much longer. We were hoping to hear a little bit more information in terms of whether she is going to serve out the entire duration of that 90-day sentence, because we have heard a lot of reports about the overcrowding situation in jails here in California, and also good behavior could reduce her sentence, and she would only end up spending 20, 22, 23 days behind bars. So it sounds like that is going to remain to be seen, as there will be progress reports sort of given to the judge throughout her stay. One of the interesting things is that Sean Chapman Holly, Lohan's attorney, was in the courtroom, and the judge specifically said that Holly was still Lohan's attorney, because as we know from the reporting over the last couple of days, there was a lot of stuff floating around out there that Robert Shapiro had been hired by the Lohan family to take over, and that Holly had quit after that appearance in court a few weeks ago when Lindsay was crying and sort of leaning on her in the middle of the courtroom. We understand from the Lohan family that Shapiro was hired to give some sort of guidance to the family, but he was never retained as Lohan's counsel. But one thing that Judge Marcia Ravel mentioned in that hearing that we should point out is that usually there's a little bit of time frame from the time that she would be released from jail, when her sentence would be complete, before she would go back on probation and before she would potentially go back to rehab. But the judge was saying that she would now like that 24 hours after Lohan is released from jail. So she says that she doesn't want any more time to sort of elapse between the time she's released and then when that happens. So this is very interesting. We didn't learn as much as we thought we would, but as we expected, it was a very brief meeting with the judge, a very brief hearing this morning. And as we said a little bit earlier, from here, Lohan is going to be put into a holding facility here at the Beverly Hills County Courthouse, and that's for an undetermined amount of time, where she will then be transported to the Linwood Correctional Facility, where she is going to serve out her sentence. That's the same facility that Paris Hilton spent time in. A number of other celebrities have done time there as well. And interestingly, we don't know. We think that she's probably going to be brought out of the back of the courthouse. So these are the yahoos that I was telling you about, John, that are here. Some of the protesters, whatever. A very interesting crowd outside the courthouse here, as a spectacle indeed, with all the media from around the world here.
Casey Stiegel, tough duty, and I hope the good citizens of Beverly Hills are going to be able to sleep and breathe a bit more easily, knowing that this motoring menace is going to be off the roads, at least for a little while. Jenna?
The gentleman behind Casey certainly had a strong message, dressed in pink there. And Trace Gallagher has been checking out some of the other folks and what they have to say online. Trace, as strong of a sentiment online as we just saw with that young man?
Yeah, very, very much so. I think that guy, by the way, was the Jimmy Kimmel guy, wasn't he? The guy who kind of jumps in the shots and says, "Free Lindsay." I think that was him. We've got very few yahoos here in the LA newsroom, I can tell you that, but if somebody jumps up behind me, let me know. A very important point before we get to the online responses from Casey. He was